Now, the package finally arrived. I have these guys. And these are clip-on, bars for my bike. But the problem is, I ordered the bars as a replacement because I bent the thingamajig. Right? Just like that. Problem is, this is actually a lot worse than I thought it was going to be. I kind of like messed up the reservoir here. This is supposed to be in one piece, and it's not. It's in multiple pieces. I just don't know what I'm going to do about this reservoir here. Wait, okay, I have an idea. You have to hear me out on this. This is just a temporary situation. I'm just going to stick this bolt in the end of this hose here. This is just temporary, okay? Well, hello. What's up? So what I've done here, my reservoir was broken. Took the brake line and just capped it off with a screw and clamp. So that's going to work for now. And then I took the thumb off of the brake. So I've disabled my thing here, and I'll tie this or stuff it in somewhere else so that it doesn't get in the way. Just no rear brake. I would like to have my rear brake working, but now I guess I will practice without a rear brake, and I will let you know how that feels. Okay, so this is a problem as well. I think it's time to get a new rear set. It's been a couple of days, and I didn't buy a rear set, and I'm not going to buy a rear set because it takes a long time. They're expensive. At some point, I'm going to rebuild it, but now I'm just going to ride it as is. A little bit crooked. That's okay. Okay, so I have some unfortunate news. I came across another problem. Right. So it turns out my front brake reservoir is also messed up, so I have to deal with that. I was looking at this, right? Took it off. Bam. Little unfortunate. And then when you take this off, damn, a little unfortunate. I think it might be time for a new front brake. We're gonna need a lot of this. Yeah, so I don't want to. I'm gonna take the front brake off of the R6 and put it on the 250. We're gonna see what happens. I don't even know if it's gonna work. I don't know at all. So it's just going to be a really big pain in the ass, and I don't even know if it's going to work. So I'm not feeling great about this. I had to do a quick wardrobe change. I changed into a sweater that's already stained, so I don't wreck my nice one. I did the same with my pants. I'm so thoughtful. God damn it. Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to take my... Fine, I'll do it. Jeez, if you insist. Yeah, bring the toolbox in. For fuck's sake. Why is everything wet? First, I'm going to take the cap off the reservoir with the one remaining screw. And then, to avoid further messes, magnet bowls. I'm looking for my magnet bowl. Where did my magnet bowl go? Found them. So what I wanted to know was, so the R6 master cylinder has a double banjo bolt, And the CBR 250 has a single banjo bolt, obviously then because it is only working a single thing. So I wanted to make sure that the single would thread into the R6, which it does. I think that'll work. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't going balls to the walls and getting so excited, but it looks like it's starting to look promising. Okay, so I'm gonna drill a hole here. There. Let's clean up some of this shit. Now watch this, you're gonna like this. So I found an extra cap for one of the old master cylinders that I broke. Haha, I got it. Right on. Ha! Perfect. Is it that easy? Well, I think I've done it. I think I've officially made the world's most sensitive brakes for a CBR 250. I have no idea. I'm so curious now what they're gonna feel like. In the first 5 minutes, do I still want to be here? No, not especially. I don't really want to be here. I feel kind of stupid. Man, these brakes are so, like, not good. I gotta be honest, I don't know what I'm doing today. God, I don't know why I'm not in like a good mood. Not having it. Wow. I don't think I've ever felt so unmotivated. Ah, shit, eh? Okay, so the first thing I'm finding that I'm having trouble with in the parking lot here is the transition from brakes to the throttle. It feels really abrupt, and I think it's because I was using the rear brake as I was transitioning to keep the weight settled and keep the weight on the front tire, but now without the rear brake, it feels like when I release my front brake and I crack onto the throttle, there's that moment of slack that kind of just goes and then it pushes the front and the front slides. I don't really like it. It's not very fun. I wish I had that rear brake now, but I don't, so I just have to deal without it. Also, I don't have a grip on my left side, but that's a non-issue. One thing I think practicing without the rear brake is doing, it's reminding me to be smooth when I crack onto the throttle, because I have to be smooth in order to not get that. Nothing like a slippery ground. That was good. Okay, so what happened there, my front tire, as I transitioned onto the throttle, started sliding, and then one way to counteract that, it seems counterintuitive, but you add throttle, and that works, But if you're already leaned over, if you add just a little too much throttle, then your front tire will stop sliding. But the problem is that then sometimes your back tire slides. And in this case, my front tire slid, and then I added throttle, it didn't do anything, so both of my tires slid. And then I was just kind of, oh fuck. So that's what happens there. I don't think I messed up the back too much. Let's do it again. Whoa, that's weird. Oh, interesting. I just discovered another thing. So, I think this was a habit from riding a little bit on the dirt. When you're going into a corner and you're in like 5th or 6th, obviously you're going to downshift, right? And in order to downshift, if you don't have a quick shifter and a slipper clutch, then you have to use the clutch and you have to feather it out. I just realized that I've been making it a habit to like hold the clutch, and then when I'm ready to go, I let the clutch out. And I don't think that's a good idea, personally, because I just about crashed just now. And that might have actually been the cause of my other crash just before. I say crash, but I mean it's just falling over. Yeah, I don't want to focus on too many things at once, but that is kind of part of the like transitioning from the brake to the throttle, is like understanding what I'm doing with my clutch. So I might actually just toss that out and just focus on what I'm doing with my clutch. I think the goal would be to not have the clutch in when I get to the apex. There's also that, yeah, okay, so I'll focus on that. Ooh, child, things are gonna... Oh, it's easy to practice that here because it's just one gear. Oh, that feels so weird. I always have like 2 fingers on both the clutch and oh, that was... Oh my god, okay, I lied again. I'm not focusing on rear brake, clutch, or anything because I don't even know how to stay in the lines like consistently, so I'm gonna actually start thinking about that. Oh fuck, what am I doing? Oh, there's just so much. I just realized how much I need to work on. I don't have time to do it all. Okay, I don't know what to do first, because now I'm just starting to realize that I have like a couple of things that I need to figure out. Like, how can I create good habits? Oh, so much to work on. I don't know what to do first. Oh. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay. Well, there's a link between where I'm looking and when I can get on the throttle. So basically I think part of my problem might be that I'm not looking far enough into the corner, which is a problem I've had on the bigger track and I've been told to work on. But I think that it's also a sign here, because it's like I want to get on the throttle, but it's like I think I'm looking at the wrong place. So okay, alright, I can see that. So let's see what happens when I look further ahead. feels better when I look further ahead. Definitely. Just look at that, I'm just about running out of gas. It's crazy because as soon as I like start looking up, I feel better. Like I feel more confident. I feel like I'm going slower, which is fine. Those things that I'm overthinking, using the rear brake, not having a rear brake, and like the transition from brakes to throttle, it's like it's better. Like all I needed to do was look up. So that's kind of cool. I'll just I'll focus on looking up until I run out of gas, I guess, or someone kicks me out, or I decide I'm tired. Look up, look up, look up, look up, look up. Okay, so here's what I'm doing, if you want to know. That cone, this cone, these dots, and then I go over here, I'm on the brakes, this cone, there's a little dot over here, and I look, that kind of helps lead it out, and as soon as I'm done the dots, I'm looking at the next cone. So to answer the question about, well, how are the R6 brakes on the 250? It must be deadly, eh? Truth is, they are deadly. They suck. It's occurring to me that the times that I feel most confident are when I keep my eyes and my gaze on the inside of whatever corner I'm doing. Like if I'm turning right, I'm never looking outside of the corner. Like, it's in my peripheral vision, but started today looking at the lines that I didn't want to go over, and then I would go over them. So it's like you can be aware of it. I'd venture to say that it's probably good to just look on the inside, and that's what I'm trying to figure out, is like, where should I look? This is like, people have all of these different sort of explanations, but like, where should I? There's not a simple explanation as to where to look. They say, well, find reference points, and you have to use a positive reference point, maybe? Like something that you're like, yes, I want to go there. Not a reference point that is like, I don't want to go there. Like an example is, like at Area 27, I think that I should find another reference point because in corner 1 coming out of it, because there's a cone sticking out, and it's like... It's really like, I would just hate to hit that cone. But I'm using it as a reference point, which is terrible. So I would say, like, maybe use reference points on the inside of the corner, or like where you want to go. I've been feeling best here when I keep my gaze inside, and I don't look at all at like the white lines that are slippery and stuff. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, see, I just looked at the lines. That was terrible. I shat myself nearly, but if I look out here, like, I might run over them, and I know that I'm running over them. Oh! Shoot! I really thought I figured something out. Whoops. God damn. Thought I had it. If you want to know why I crashed there, why I fell there, it's because I have this new rule where I only focus on one thing at a time, during a session or during a day when I'm riding. But I broke that rule, and it's funny because when I broke that rule, I fell. I guess stick to one thing. I was experimenting with maybe just dropping it in quicker so that I can turn the bike quicker. But I just kind of got a little carried away and fucked it up. So try that again. So back to focusing on where my eyes go. Not trying to push anything, not trying to change anything. Just eyes, tracking. There's a dry spot in the pavement where I rubbed my suit on it. Soaked up a little bit of the water from the ground. Whoops. Holy shit, hey? Okay, I gotta be honest, I'm starting to make some like stupid mistakes. So I'm gonna call it quits, because I'm getting tired. And I've done a few slides that are avoidable by like rest and better sleep. So I'm gonna pack it up. That was good. On the note of putting an R6 front brake on the 250, don't do it. It sucks. It's not very good. I mean, like, it's fine for here, and actually it was kind of nicer than what the 250 brakes would have been in the parking lot, just because it's wet and I don't need very much front brake. Also, I wasn't focusing on trail braking, so that helps. Yeah, I just had to do it because I broke my 251, so that's good. Rear brake is nice. I think I started this whole situation thinking that it was a much more important for me to use it than it might be because of the level of skill that I'm at. I don't think I'm at a point where I need to be focusing on developing my skills on the rear brake, just based on the fact that I need to focus on where I'm looking, right? Understanding what to look at and when to look at it, right? And at what point through the corner do you look at it? So that's kind of just on that. What else? Didn't do a very good job of keeping to the same thing for each session, so I'll work on that next time, I guess. Anyway, let's go home.
Don't know the time, I'm letting go. I wanna find someone to